What's going on, guys? It's Batboy, and today we're going to be checking out the It's Kappa TEXE map of the entirety of Security Breach, Fnaf Security Breach. It's insane. Truly the coolest thing ever. Credits, all the credits here. Make sure you check them out on YouTube. Kappa TEXE, at Kappa TEXE. Cup of Tea Ixie, support. Dude, he's working on some crazy projects. At the time of recording this, he's working on Ruin. And he's already said that he's probably going to come back and work on adding actual gameplay to this map. But in the meantime, I've added a very, very, very small additions. I mean, it was the first time I've worked on making a minigame style thing like this inside of a map, but like this guy is crazy, and no, I cannot give you the map download, as it says right here. You cannot re-upload the map, even though you make changes. Do not use another link to share this map. Only that, and where does it say? Re-upload this map not permitted. If you make changes, you cannot re-upload the map. Yep, sorry, I cannot do that for you guys, but I have to speed run through this. So let's get the official credits here. This is going to be mostly a tour of his place, and I'll talk about some of the things I did. This is a fun little intro. If you want to know a little inside detail, the speed of the music is wow. I got some points. Wow, that's so cool. But the speed of the music is very much a sign of how laggy the game is at the moment, and so it was going pretty slow, and that's because all of my changes really lagged the crap out of the world. Yeah, that's on me. Um, so literally, I haven't done any other mini games. I added this minigame selector up here and added a couple like permanent effect things that can affect everyone. Um, and yep, up here, this is the ending thing that I added. You can tell because it doesn't look nearly as detailed and complex as what we're about to see. Same with this down here. I actually got a little help from Red Hero finishing doing this, and with like some commands too, because he knows more commands than I do. So this system here you're looking at is an animatronic system. We have some starting systems, and yeah, these are more animatronic systems. Here's the thing. I'm getting some like really low frames here, and that's probably because of my good friend Chuck, the chunk loader, who is right here. Um, his job is to keep these command blocks loaded because they're global, and I need things to be constantly running. Wow, okay, why is it slide showing? I mean, normally it can be laggy at times, but it's not usually this laggy with this few people online, so I don't know why. Well, let me hurry and run you through this. I'm gonna give myself the very short, like 10-minute version. This game can literally take an hour because this is the story mode in beta 1. It wasn't even finished, so we TP inside of this room here where we have all of these pressure plates and player pods. So I'm just going to make sure I step on that. This is the reset button, resets all tags, scoreboards, etc. And we can walk in here. We see we are player 1. Press this. We can. That whisper is actually just to a random player because I was lazy and didn't want to move all the command blocks over. So we see we got some dialogue here. I tried to make some decent dialogue, and there are some bits of gameplay already in play. I don't know why we're getting so low frames at the moment. Apologies for that. So this is an actual door we can go through. Normally in the game, in an actual security breach, you couldn't do that. But we can because this is there's no security badges. So the actual fastest way to get there is going to be through here, and I do not know what is causing lag. I'm on like my highest performance mode, so it really should not be this bad. Um, I I don't want to kill any entities because I'm scared of that. But I'm gonna have to go into spectator mode for the rest of this. Um, Spectator, what is going on? Is my computer okay? Um, and we can fly on through. This is the main atrium. I need to remember to show stuff off because I have just been I usually just run straight through here, breeze past because I've worked on this a lot and gone through here. Here are some elevators that are kind of broken at the moment because I've lagged it out. That can happen. Wow. I apologize for the slide showiness, but we can make it through the entrance, and you would come down here, and how I made it work is that um, you would have to walk up here, come, step on top, press the button, and then you get more dialogue. Then this gets cloned, but previously there wasn't one in there. And then there's something over here. Like, you can look at the lag spiking. I, I, I do not know what could be causing that much lag. There's not a lot of entities. The amount of command blocks running shouldn't be that high. Well, don't know what that's about, but we are going to be limited to a lot less render distance, which is going to ruin some of the grander areas. And it is still laggy, even lower. This is concerning for my computer's health. Um, but yeah, you can't even see in there anymore. Oh, that's so sad. Um, because there's a lot of really grand places here. But basically, these rabbit's foots, only the admin or basically me would ever get rabbit's foot, and that's basically it gives jump boost when you drop it on the ground. Yep, getting jump boost up there, and that's in case anyone got stuck. I could press that; it gives it to everyone. So um, that it would be a way for me to fix problems because there are some places you can easily get stuck in here. This is really cool daycare. There's a TP thing if you come right there. You teleport down inside of the ball pit area. There's a really good parkour jump. I don't know if I could do it because it's lagging. Um, eh, yeah, it's yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, dang it, I went too close to the slide. Yeah, no. Don't want to get close to the slides because they will teleport you. But essentially, um, there's just a whole bunch of these. I want to prove no compass, press button, and there's compass. This one's cool because it can actually be either price counter or loading dock. Let me show you. Boom, boom, and then I can go to spectator, and we can come down here. So this system right here, this big block of command blocks, that's me. This is the system that checks for a player signature because there's like P1, P2 for all the different players. Most of that is unnecessary, but some of it is. And so the way it clones the compass is this gets replaced with air and then a redstone block at the start of every turn, where inside the dispenser there is a sword or an unstackable item and a stackable item. And then if it's an unstackable item, it will go and this signal will flash on and off, sending out this, which clones it to one of the spots. And then if it's not, this one checks to see if this redstone torch is on a lit state the entire time or at the right time, and then it switches to the other one. So let's just spectator mode our way around through here. So from there we go to several places. This map is really huge and really cool. But it's so sad that we had to turn our render distance down because now we can't even really see the whole main atrium anymore, which I'm so sorry for that. And yeah, I just wanted to record a little bit of this to show a bit of a proof of concept. I know he's going to do a lot better, but from there it goes to loading dock, and then everyone gets TP'd to the front over here. If I can get there, flying is not the fastest. I don't know why there's so much lag right now. My computer should be fine. So everyone to get teleported here after they go to loading dock. And I didn't add dialogue for the whole thing, so That's one of the main incomplete parts is I was lazy and didn't want to do Telra. So here's the big service elevator. He actually made this thing functional, which I think is just incredible. And then we can come through this door here, and then we got two more doors here, here. This spot we come back to several times. You can actually see I have just a few command systems for when people come back. To be honest, I don't think I'm using most of these upper towers. Yeah, no, I'm doing all of it in these two things on the side, two commands instead of these giant things here. I'm not using these anymore because I came up with a more effective way of doing things. Uh, Here's also the ability thing for the person, like for survivors. They get a shulker box, depending on their player number, which will give nearby people with the animatronic tag some slowness and blindness for a short amount of time. And we also have a summon Freddy ability, which basically makes them invincible and gives them speed for like a short amount of time, like 5, 10 seconds or something like that. And I actually have this system. I'm actually kind of proud of this system. It's kind of cool because I made it here. So we have some chain command blocks here. If I go into creative, whoop, okay. So some of these, yeah, execute if, and then they will give an effect. So basically, when the player gets to a certain level of the game, then these command blocks over here, which are getting constantly loaded by another good friend Chuck over there. Um, then they're going to place a piece of dirt here or in whichever line it needs to be to check for it. Oh, does this player have this score? Basically meaning, did they get back here? And it's every time their player can get an upgrade to Freddy in the normal game, and then they get an additional effect if there's a dirt block there. And if that their player score is less than it, they remove it and it becomes air. You can see we got some dirt blocks here because someone was here but they were logged out, and that command blocks aren't detecting any player with that score whatsoever. So it doesn't really matter to them at the moment. This is all crazy stuff here. It's insane. This guy's map is insane. All of it is insane. But I want to. I sadly don't have time now uh, to go and play through the whole game. I'm literally running on a few hours before I'm basically going to be signing off for a very long time. Oh, hey, look, there's the loading dock stuff right behind us here. Um, this is I I think second or third to last video I'm recording before I start my mission. So I'm running on very little time to get this video done. So I'm just going to now go and show you the the last thing I think is a neat feature that I myself made. If you want to check out the actual map, obviously I'm going to be linking him in the description and in the top right corner here and probably on the end card too, because that is pretty important. This system here might be a little broken, but it's fine. Um, this system here is designed to test for if there is any survivors left. And if it can't, then it sends through a signal that teleports everyone up there and onto a podium based on their score. Higher point values of like 16 like plus go there, then it's like 14 or maybe 13 there, and then it's like people above 10 there, and then everyone else is on the ground. But yeah, the last thing I want to show off here are some of the animatronic abilities. They're pretty cool. Um, a lot of them are associated to a survivor tag. So if I just said scoreboard, players, add S S, which is the survivor score, and then if I said, I don't know, let's just add like 10. just for fun. That should activate any of the things I had here. I didn't have time to finish these. This was me re-updating this because you see, look, if I have an entity who has a survivor tag who has a score of 7 or higher, then run an effect to all people with the enemy tag, the full enemy tag, uh, give them jump boost for stuff. And this is on a looping delay, so it constantly gives them a little bit of jump boost. And yeah, that's it's pretty cool. But what I want to do now is double check my other older animatronic system here. This was originally just giving people tags as they. So basically, you get to a certain point in the game, it would fill a redstone block here, and then these repeating command blocks would activate for the animatronics, and it would keep going, going, going. So I'm just going to do that to override the system momentarily, and I'm going to go and I want to show off what I can. There are some animatronics that I did that aren't really able to be shown. Like Monty, he has a claw ability. Also, I added a couple of lodestones in here. TP, I got a Vanny one, leave, and whoa! Oh, that's so broken. Uh, okay. What did I do? Game mode. Let's see. Okay. So now I have to re-give myself a tag. Okay, so that was the leave. What was going on here? It didn't. Oh, let me guess. This is not. One of these is not conditional. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it will really break it. If they're not conditional. Oof. Let me double check my tags. A list. Nope, that is definitely not right. Okay. Okay, so that capital Y is my admin one. C is Chica. S, so I still had S. And I had player one and I had D. So I'm going to actually, uh, yeah, I need to remove D because that's the dead tag. I am not dead. So um, my survivor tag should have been taken from me. Uh, which when I gained the D tag, but I'm not complaining right now. The world is being way laggier than it should be, and if you guys download it for yourself, I hope it's not nearly as bad. I think something's going on with my computer. It is, some would say, on its last leg, which is sad because I've been using this computer for all of my videos thus far, and I think this dark spot or that dark spot, are these natural or did I break something? Um, because if I was to slash give as light block, um, any light blocks in here, or would I also have to be in creative? Yeah, there they are. So I think we're missing some light blocks where there should be. I don't know how that happened. Um, but that's a little behind the scenes for people who didn't know that. But I recommend you go check out uh, it's Cuppa EXE for his awesome takes on everything. So let's see if we tag ourselves with, say, the we could do any of the animatronics. Right now, I want to show you guys Moons, which is going to be lowercase m. Um, and so, as you see, I immediately get some jump boost. That's for being Moon, because Moon is like, has strings and stuff, so he can do a little more. But I need to tag, uh, slash tag, wow, add, and I want to add a capital E, because this is our animatronic one. And you see, because we just maxed out, like, basically this would be if players are at the end. Double layer of lives, absorption hearts that constantly are refreshing. The enemy is basically invincible, and they have strength. I would nerf this if I was going to release the map because this is a little bit much. to avoid, especially in the grand scheme of things here. But if we tag ourselves, um, I want to add Roxy. Whoops, that's the wrong tag. I want to add Roxy. I want to add Monty. I want to add Vanny. Okay. Oh, wait. No. See this that darkness effect? Because of our player score, we have the decommissioned Roxy tag now, which is bad because ba basically, if once you decommission Roxy and get to that score value, the game takes the Roxy animatronic player. Um, oh, I don't think I described how you would die in this game. Okay, so basically, at the front door, this game can have a maximum of 10 players. The last player, the 10th player to make it to the front door, is killed and then becomes Chica. And then subsequent people who get eliminated will then basically have a chance to become animatronics throughout the course of the game. And one per animatronic. And there are a couple points that would auto kill people, and then the next animatronic becomes available, most of which are at parts and service. The front door is the only other time, because you go back to parts and service 4 times, so that works out for the rest of the things, because you saw I had 5 total tags. Chica, Monty, Roxy, Vanny, and Moon. That is the order I believe I have them in. And we have a couple of items here that I can do if I I don't know why it's lagging. I apologize so much. Okay, I'm gonna have to clear this decommissioned Roxy tag because the animatronics that get decommissioned once any player gets to that score of decommission value, then it actually it gives them different tags. It removes their stuff. They get a lowercase e instead of a capital E, so they aren't as crazy boost affected. But since we manually gave it to us, we should be fine. Um, and they get other bonuses. As you see, when we added the Roxy tag, we got some night vision in the right here. This is from Roxy. It gets night vision 2. And I don't know. I think we get extra strength for Monty and speed. Um, and I'm trying to remember what else we would get. I think Chica bonus might be extra saturation for the animatronics. I don't know, but basically, there's a lot of bonuses in play, and it was really cool to make this fun project. But we have the Vanny mask, which is just an average skeleton skull. But if I drop it on the ground, I get an invisibility effect. Normally there wouldn't be these particles, because Vanny wouldn't be a decommissioned animatronic, and particles only come from decommissioned animatronics. But it's supposed to be walking, and I appear and then disappear, and then I appear again, and it's the classic fun horror thing, like with Vanny glitching in and out. I thought it was cool for Vanny's cast ability. All 5 of the animatronics have an ability, the lamest of which is Moon's. I didn't really know a good one to do, so I gave him an Echo Shard, and basically, literally all this does is it gives you 1 free Ender Pearl, um, because this is probably one of, if not the strongest one, because getting to someone is crazy important in this game. Like if I'm hunting down a hero and they're like all the way, say, getting close. Yeah, no, I gotta remove this decommissioned animatronic tag. Decommissioned Roxy. Remove. Um, we're gonna have to just remove DR. Can I just do that, please? And then it gave right back to me. So I'm gonna have to just remove Roxy's tag for now. Roxy's ability is not that cool. Basically, all it does is give blindness to other people. Because I'm doing this in Bedrock Edition, and wow, just okay, there we go. Because I'm doing it in Bedrock Edition, and the glowing effect isn't an option. Otherwise, it would just reveal everyone around her to everyone, so that you could see. But basically, if I was like, oh, I need to get to someone who's almost to the main stage, then literally just 1 Ender Pearl throw, and you're there. And since you would have all of these crazy speed and strength boosts you could basically get on them. And even if they were already down here, you could fall and you survive the fall easily, and which is just insane. Um, Down there's the Endo Daycare. Uh, yeah, this map is so cool. Please check it out. And I'm curious to see what he's gonna do for his gameplay. At the time of recording this, he's already said he's working on staff bots. He already has working staff bots that he's designed. And also, I don't know if anyone noticed, but see there my hunger went down, but it's just going back up automatically. Bonus animatronic thing. They don't have to eat food unless they really want to, I guess. In which case they can't because they should get full too fast. But yeah. Um, Next up on the list of animatronic items is, uh, I believe it's Chica's voice box. So it's going to be a jukebox because that's funny, and I don't think it's going to actually work because yeah, but it does get deleted and does give me slowness because I have the thing. Also, we see the cooldowns up for this. It gives it right back to the person with the tag, so that's cool. Basically, what Chica's voice box does is it gives the nearby players momentary like slowness and stuff, and Moon's cooldown's also done. I did not mean to do that. Um, so her thing is basically the voice box thing, where it slows down nearby survivors. And but the thing is, it has to be like really close. I'm thinking it's like I think it was 10, 15 blocks radius uh, from where Chica is. So that's a hard radius to like be in. And the last ability I can't really demonstrate super well that I had was what item did I use for it? It was Montgomery Gator. Uh, uh, it wasn't green dye. I wouldn't have done that. I don't remember what the item is. One second, we can just go and check. I know I'm going to think of it now that I'm going all the way back just to check. But but what Monty's ability does is similar to Chica's. It affects players who are close by. So where you get some action of like uh so if they're within I think it's definitely like a 10 or less block radius, then it damages the players. It gives them instant damage, which is actually crazy, crazy good. Let's see. Test for Echo Shard, Eye of Ender, that's Roxy's. It gives people blindness. Firework Star green. Right, right. Okay, so it's a green firework star for him. I totally should have just done green dye. But I didn't. Because that's too easy. Also, a very, very small detail. Um, since we're right by the front door, thought I'd mention. I also kind of uh, tapped into his to its Kappa EXE. He had a system for the door opening, and so if I'd scoreboard us up to the score we'd be if we were ready to make it to the leave stay or other options here, um, then you will see like I could just add 5 here and we'd be good. This door should start to open, I believe. If all the systems are functioning, the game should recognize this as enough score. Or actually, is it too much score? It might be too much score. Uh, I don't know. Some of these command blocks I remembered to say this or higher, and some of them I was like, Psh, that will never happen in a gameplay, so why would it need to worry about it? I think it's 16? No. We could just keep testing it and just keep doing it. I feel like it's I don't think it's lower than 14. 13? Really? Okay. We were already at 12. So Okay, now I'm a bit embarrassed. I came over here just to show this off, and it wasn't working. But basically, I had a command block that took the lever in here and would change it and fill it with air when it needed to be the other option. So we can just pull the lever, then his system will function perfectly. And look, that's a little animation. Looks great. And uh, yeah, I don't know why it's lagging so much. It's probably because I'm recording it. Uh, but I mean, I did some things. I think it was cool. I spent a lot of hours command block, troubleshooting, and all that. And there's some cool things you can do with like other hidden things. I added in hidden things for Princess Quest. He okay, just to be like even more like shouting his praises. It's Cup of Tea. It's Cup of EXE literally made all of the Quest games playable. Like we can come over here. I'm trying to remember which side he hit it on, and not having good render distance is really gonna hurt this. But this is major size. Princess Quest 2 is down there, but he's literally added in. I, I could have sworn it was over here. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm not gonna find it. Nah, that sucks. Without render distance, I can't see where it is, but he's added in all of all of the Princess Quest games, and he also did BB World as playable experiences, first person, which is just really cool. And you see, I added a couple command blocks just to do a little bit on top of what he did, which is I keep forgetting to press tab, um, which is kind of the moral of the story. You see, here is his arcade cabinet for Princess Quest 2, and that lodestone. Basically, any lodestone with a polished blackstone button on top is mostly things I've done, and a checkpoint of some kind. But if we come here, like, look at this. Okay, this is crazy. Princess Quest 2 working title, and we're given the sword and everything, but I don't really want to fully play this. Again, I'm running out of time, but you see here, he's got the whole thing for Princess Quest 2. We got Princess Quest 3 over here, and if we come back this way, we have Princess Quest 1. Uh, yeah, here's the lanterns and all that stuff. And I don't recall. Oh yeah, it was right through here, wasn't it? I want to try this. I believe it looks really, really, really cool. So I'm gonna come down here and then I'm going to light the fire. Yeah, and he gets glitched nothing. Just completely played a different game than the one I teleported into. But like, uh, this guy is incredibly talented. But the reason why I don't have you go in there instead press this is because, as you see, my inventory gets cleared, and that's kind of a something that kind of ruined my mini game. So I just have people come next to it, and good enough for me. And there's a little secret: if people would like go and do all these, I don't ever prompt them on where they are ever. Uh, Partially because I was lazy, um, but if they go there and they do it in order, emphasis on in order, then when they do the Vanny ending, they can go and get a separate lodestone um, for 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 the Vanny save Vanny versus defeat Vanny, and that's a fun little thing. And anyways, that was one of my little summer projects I worked on. I mean, it does pale in comparison to the amount of work its Cup of EXE put into it. So all the links, all of them, like I don't even know how many links, but we're gonna have to all the stuff. And as shown at the beginning, he has other things too. Make sure to support him if you want to see other cool things like this. Like he has every whoop. Okay. He has like tons. Wow, I keep getting way too close. Okay. He has a lot of just the little details, and that's one of the best parts is he has found a way to walk the fine line between, well, the fine line of needing to simplify things to make it work for the game, but also making it so detailed that it feels completely legitimate. Like, look at Roxy Raceway. It's insane. So, huge shout out to him. And I know he probably won't ever see this, but I appreciate the cool map, and thank you so much for doing what you do, and thank you guys for watching. And I know it wasn't much, wasn't able to show you everything, but I already spent a bit more time doing this than I probably have left. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another one. Goodbye.